Hi, I'm Naoko, founder and principal of KTTs. Thank you so much for taking the time to visit our website. KTTs is right now an online exclusive store of specialty loose leaf teas and teaware. And truly, this has been a 20-year long dream of mine. um, I was born in the US, but I grew up in Japan all my adolescent years. So that is how I got to know and understand drinking really good quality, fresh, first harvest green teas that was readily available for purchase when the season came, which was really end of April, early May, mid-May, and what have you. And just like anything agricultural, tea, there's a harvest season for everything, and there's a peak for everything. And really, great tea comes once a year. I have selected truly about 35 teas to begin with. I could keep on going on and on. I wouldn't be surprised if someday I have, double, triple the amount of teas because each tea is so unique, has its own character. Um, it's, taste driven, terroir driven by origin. I want to make drinking tea approachable. It's the second most drunk beverage in the world, but here in the US, tea is actually secondary to another beverage that many people drink, um, myself included, to start off the day. There are a lot of teas available, but I still would say that quality tea, loose leaf teas, isn't as prevalent. Um, yeah, so I'm here to hopefully add on to that portfolio of tea purveyors that exist. Why am I different? Well, I do have a 20-year career that I truly built from wanting to open my own cafe, bakery someday. And after college, I went to culinary school because I wanted to learn the trade. I wanted to learn how to make things. After culinary school, I had the opportunity to work in cafes and restaurants and in catering in New York. I always still had that dream of wanting to open my own tea salon, and I still do. Because I want to really interact with customers and greet customers as they come. Um, but to tell you the truth, working in the restaurant is not easy. It's long hours, long days, and the last job that I had was actually as a line cook at the Takashimaya Tea Cafe. And if anybody watching this knows what I'm talking about, that's amazing. Because unfortunately it's now closed. Many tea salons and boutiques in New York have closed, and maybe the good thing is there are new ones that have come up. But anyway, distant memory, we served East meets West kind of cuisine, and I just loved the teas that we offered as well as the light fare, whether it was lunch or afternoon tea that we served. And that was almost 20 years ago. And then I had the opportunity to not commute to New York because I was living in New Jersey, to start selling loose leaf teas at this amazing store that I found, which is called Tivana. And it just, when I first walked into the store, it reminded me of kind of like the European tea houses that exist. Historical ones that are located in like the UK and in France, and but it was just amazing to be able to have 100 types of different kinds of loose leaf tea that we sold by weight, and I just wanted to immediately work there to really learn, to interact with American customers to see, who would enjoy drinking tea and incorporating that into their lifestyle. So it was an amazing ride, amazing experience. And I always remember, even though I started out in the store selling tea, I remember walking into my first store and hoping that I would have an opportunity to someday decide which teas. So essentially, be the buyer, be the curator, be the person who gets to select the teas that we would bring into our store. And so I eventually, over time, I had that opportunity. And it's just been amazing to be able to meet so many people who love tea and share our kind of equivocal passion that we have for it. We are a women-owned business. That's me. And we are also rooted in a social mission of advocating for women and children in underserviced communities. I do write about this on the website and everything else that I've written, but it kind of women and children's advocacy is rooted in my personal story. My biological or birth mother was a refugee from Vietnam, and she couldn't raise me, so she gave me up for adoption and was placed into foster care. And but miraculously, I've had such luck. This is luck, and a blessing to be adopted by Japanese expats who lived in North America, US and Canada combined for 20 years. And I've had such an amazing upbringing, a childhood, a family, education. And so, but you can't turn away from who you are and what makes you or your history. And I think, if it's in some ways that I can use KTTs as a platform of doing what I love to do as well as helping others, then that would be outstanding. And so I hope that you'll have an opportunity to explore the website and join this journey with me. Thank you so much.